Hello, I am your host. My name is Carol Wachniak. It's a pleasure to be presenting this class, 6 Steps in Embracing the Gift of Fear. Building trust in our community is key, and we use the art of listening and sensing to accomplish that. Getting to know each other and knowing that there's a community that supports you makes all the difference. Our first communications are our instincts, the physical sensations. Can you identify what's going on in you first? Right now, take a moment and play full out. Take a moment to see, is the chair that you're sitting on comfortable? Are you sensing a tightness in your shoulders or your back? Share that with each other. Do you feel safe in the environment? Are you a little uncomfortable with who's in the room? Our instincts start first. Then we go to the 3 top yearnings. There's a list that we can provide, but some of our deepest yearnings are never communicated verbally or acknowledged. So these 3 are key to be safe and secure. These are deep soul yearnings to be seen, heard, and understood, to be cared for. The swings in life. Where are you? What is your state of being right now? Are you joyful? Are you happy? Do you feel loving? Are you mad, sad, or glad? Where are you? Do you have fear going on right now? Do you have a sense of emotional or physical trauma or injury? Contrast, the pendulum will swing both ways. Where are you in your state? Where are your emotional sensations happening? The study of how the organism and their parts, the organs, tissues, and cells, and the chemical cocktail and the physical processes work to support you. If you have tears, these are pictures of the tears of grief, or the tears of someone laughing, or the tears when you've cut up onions. But when you're in great fear, your body will produce a lot of glucose. So where are you, or where have you been? If you haven't shared your story, your body is telling us before you start. There are 7 primary fears. The fear of criticism is a big one. When I was going to have a home birth, I was afraid to tell my family that I was planning on a home birth at first. And then what about fear of losing your home or your job? Well, that was taken care of. Our house sank in a sinkhole. What about the fear of losing your health or fear of physical pain? 2003, I was sent home to die. I was given up for dead. They couldn't figure out what was going on, and I had to change my viewpoint and who was counseling me, who was advising me. When the Western doctors gave up on you, where do you go next, right? What about the loss of love or this fear of abandonment? What about old age or fear of trauma? Sometimes the imagination of what could be really traumatic is much more enhanced than what we had gone on. We're not in any way, shape, or form making someone's trauma small. But we are here through loving, kind, and gentle ways of listening and hearing and communicating to help someone who's been through these things, that they are in a community that really cares and will make it available. When we have contrast, this side is what I call God's side. When you feel loved, wanted, and valued, when you feel safe and secure, and you trust, close your eyes a minute and imagine something that made you feel happy and relaxed and safe and loved. Where were you? Who were you with? What was your state of being? And take a deep breath. If you notice, you can enlarge your breath, and that's expansive. Now just listen to these words. Where were you when you felt sad or fearful or helpless or nervous or ashamed or unloved? How does your physical body feel? Do you see its sense of shrinking? And do you notice that you're not taking deep breath, your upper chest breathing, shallower breaths? Now let's go back. Remember a time when you were courageous and proud. You did something that touched someone, that made you happy, brought you joy. So when you're on the loved side, that's God's side. The unloved side is the lies. You don't expand with those contrasts as much. Attentive listening is our goal. The midwives, assistants, the doulas, and the childbirth educators are here for you. The acronym is trauma. And what that means is you're telling your story, reviewing additional data, bringing awareness, adjustments, and allowing to understand and have meaning and message and mission to your story that would align and affirm and help you appreciate what you have gone through. You've had 100% success in life up to this point. What did you do? What can you share? So step number 1 is the T, telling your story. From the little point of view, from your point of view, what went on? What was the journey and the peril, and what did you come through? When did you feel trapped or struggled and couldn't seem to get out? And how did you make it? What did you do? Reviewing your story. Where to start? We're saying our story again, but this time with more detail. What are your feelings? at the beginning. So you start your story from the very beginning, but you're adding other details for us. Set the stage. Who are the people, the place, the challenge? Where did your fear, concern, or challenge start? Help us understand. We're shedding the layers of your story so that we can see the situation as it is, not worse than it is. Our language and meaning of our words can change the impact of the story. So to get really clear for the point of view and to help you transform, we need to see it more clearly. Step 3 is the awareness. At what point did you make a decision? What was the moment of the change or the shift in your experience? What did you anchor yourself to? Where you took that brave moment in your experience, what did you attach to so that you could start to understand the transition from being disempowered to the empowerment? If we rescue someone, or in this case, a butterfly, and didn't give it its opportunity, full opportunity to flap its wings, there's a faith muscle that must be strengthened, and it can only be strengthened through contrast. That makes us stronger, that empowers us. Sometimes we might clip the wings on each other if we don't give them the privilege to work that faith muscle. By doing that, by working that faith muscle, it gives your story a meaning, a message, and a mission. What was the result of the decision you made? Take a piece of paper, identify each of these in your story. What was your beingness? The shape of your choices of sensations and yearnings and feelings and thoughts and beliefs that shaped your identity with your disempowered story. And then we're going to do this over again, and it doesn't have to be long, but just make lines on a page with now a more empowered identity. Stand up and put your hands on your hips for 30 seconds. Understand and sense your sensations. Identify your yearnings, the feelings. What feelings do you want to feel this time? Your thoughts behind that? How more empowering those thoughts would be? Make a list of the meanings that you gave. Who or what upset you? Why? Recall the specifics within your story. Write them down. What was your state of being at the beginning? And what do you want your state, your identity to be? Do you want it transformed into? The beliefs became your message. What message did you form from your feelings and your thoughts? in the early part of the story, and now to your new. Was your message to yourself that I'm weak, or any of those? But now we're going to change that, because we're going to align, affirm, and appreciate your life experience. When you didn't get your needs met, what were the results? Now, your state of beingness changes when you're getting your needs met. So we have a method, a technique, and a team of support to help you get the kind of birth experience you want, or to help you transform. Our goals are to support all family members transform any of their personal experiences, giving them meaning, sharing the message, understanding the mission, and the value of your story. Your story is yours. It's a gift you can give to someone else to bring them hope and encouragement, and to share. On Faith Mountain, someone has climbed the mountain ahead of you, and somebody else has their hand out for the next person. We are not alone on Faith Mountain. We are all here together climbing the mountain. What a caterpillar calls the end of the world, God calls a butterfly. I hope you enjoyed this parable. I hope you take the opportunity. If you've had a contrasting experience, know that we're here for you and that we will help you and support you to meet the needs and help you be in a new identity, creating your compelling future that you will be blessed with. Thank you very much.